What's up guys, it's Channing, and today I'm sitting at my desk because I got a desk in my room again, and I have a game at 6:30 cheering, but we're also cheering for the girls game. I think it's like a tournament that went on all day, but then the last game is just our home teams. So I'm gonna do my makeup, get ready with me. My hair, one of my fellow cheerleaders will do it, Caitlin, because I cannot braid up the back into a bun. Cannot do it. So we're going to do some makeup, and I'm going to go into quite the detail. So first I use two primers depending on my mood, and they both offer the same purpose. I have just a tiny travel size Benefit Professional, it's okay, and then I have a Urban Decay Optical Illusion. This one I use Rose Hip and Argan Oil, and it's Pore Perfecting. This one I use probably more often, just because this one is, I use this when I'm doing very simple looks, and I'm going simple obviously, but I use just like that much or so, rub together on my fingers, and then I have a mirror right here, you guys can see. Right now I'm getting like super dry spots right under my nose. I feel like I get it year round, but just gets worse. And now I'm going to go get my beauty blender wet, even though it's kind of already wet, but I'm going to take my Milk Makeup, here I'll put the lid back on it, Milk Makeup foundation in the shade Unknown. Anyway, and it's quite low coverage because I don't have bad skin or anything, and you just roll it on. And I really like the way it works. And I just roll it everywhere. And then on my neck, of course, because I want to look blended. So now I'm going to blend it. Keep in mind, I don't do like competitive cheer or anything. This is just like, I'm a sideline cheerleader, so for basketball, so we like lead the student section in yells, and we cheer on in terms of like, we just do small simple cheers. That's it. My unibrow is growing back. Anyway, I don't do concealer just because concealer makes me feel so heavy. So I take Laura Mercier, whatever, and I get a teeny tiny bit in the lid, and then I just take the end of my beauty blender and get a lot of it on here and just pack all over my face. It's translucent, so anyway, and then I just take another dip from it. And then this point makes me look very white. And it always seems to, all the powder catches on all my nose fuzzy stuff. And then I take, this is Maybelline Fit Me in 120 in shade Classic Ivory. And I take the end of this, I don't really think it does anything, but I like to think that it's just packing down and like wiping away that Laura Mercier stuff. Now I go in with my Precisely My Brow by Benefit and comb out my brows. There's a lot of product left over on this, so then I'm pretty sure this is in shade 3. Yeah, it is. And my eyebrows are already very thick. And then once my eyebrows are filled, I don't conceal around them or do anything like that. But from there, I take my Sweet Peach Glow by Too Faced. I've had this. This was like my first like real face palette from any other brand besides like Maybelline or Revlon. and I really enjoy this palette. It's just, like, I don't really like heavy makeup, and this is not heavy. And it has 3 shades in it, a highlight, a blush, and a bronzer. And the bronzer is just, I just found like the Hoola bronzer is just too dark, and it's very orangey, and this is not. So I go and I do my forehead in like my deep spots, right? And then it just makes your face look like skinnier, I guess. And then just right under your cheekbones, obviously, working it back up so that you have like a C shape, and then you're gonna turn it into a 3 shape by going underneath your. Anyway, that's just what I do. Some people like hardcore contour, like one of my fellow cheerleaders, Eliza. She was in my Get Ready with me last year. She uses a dark shade of Tarte Shape Tape and contours. Then this is a Sephora brush that I got for free. Or like my mom got it for free because my mom has really high points. Anyway, so I'm just going to go on my cheeks, kind of aggressive with the blush. I love blush. And then I go on my chin. I do it kind of weird, but I go on my chin. And then I go on my nose, so it looks like she's a little like, I like actually have color to my face, and I'm not just like white. So now I'm going to set my face with my travel size Urban Decay All Nighter. I feel like I lost my nose a little bit when I just saw that, so I'm just going to take the end of. So now I'm going to take the tiny end and find my nose a little bit. Just on the sides, work it out. Then I take my beauty blender, and I am so afraid of being like orange, so I constantly blend. So once I'm done with that, then I go in with, I didn't do concealer, but I always bring it with. I guess I could, but no thanks. I go in with my blush brush, and I did blush highlighter, blush highlighter, blush highlighter, tap off a ton, and just really hit that high point, and then above here. And then I go like true highlight, and then above my eyebrow, and then above my other eyebrow, on my nose, on my chin, and my light spot, and bam. So now I am going to do eyes. I'm going to use a Soft Glam. This is my favorite ever palette. I love it because it's pretty much the Modern Renaissance palette, but it's much more toned down. I love this palette. Just so it has all the good colors. Okay, so first I take, and I just use the brush that it comes with because it's got 2 ends, and then I use this end also. So I take this fluffier end, and I go in with the corner blending color, Tempera. So then I go in with this shade right here with the same end of the brush. It's called Orange Soda. And I go in with my full crease. So once I get done with that, very soft, very nice, I go in with Burnt Orange, the color right underneath it, and then I do just the outer half of my crease. Okay, so that's quite nice. I really am enjoying that right there. I'm going to go in with the Sienna shade and rustic, a little bit mixed together. So then I do the same on the other eye, and one eye always looks better than the other, and it's always my right eye, but my left eye just can't hang. So I take the shade Mulberry with the other end. Mulberry is this very dark red on this one side, and oh my gosh, it is so pigmented, guys. So I just take the tiniest bit. Okay, so once that is there, once that is on my lid, I take my other end, and with orange soda and burnt orange mixed together, I spread it out, and once it spreads so easy, I'm so impressed with this palette. I just love it. Okay, and now I'm going to take my opposite end, and I'm going in with I will use 3 glitter shades on my lid. Go in with Sultry right here. So I'm going to take Sultry, and I'm going to go in the same area that I put Mulberry. Okay. So then I have like a light little maroon glitter. Take the shade Rose Pink, the little glitter right next to it. This is a very sweet, soft glitter. Take all those dark colors, and I just wipe my brush through a makeup wipe to get all the dark glitters and stuff off. And it also gets my little brush a little wet. So then I take the shade Glistening. Sometimes I use Fairy, but tonight I'm going to use Glistening. And I'm just going to go inner corner, but work it into that Fairy. So I'm done with this. Okay, and another good color that I didn't use tonight is Dusty Rose. I use that all the time. Anyway, so once I'm done with that, then I'm going to take this Laura Geller brush, the end of it again, and I'm just going to take the highlighter out of that Sweet Peach palette and really pack it on that brush, right? And just so then I take my Urban Decay Perversion. I literally love Urban Decay. I think it's just so good. I used to be obsessed with Benefit, but then I realized Benefit's products aren't actually that good. Their only good products are their brow products. Up a little bit. Okay, so the final look. This is the look. Quite happy with it. I just chapstick my lips. I don't put color on it because my eyes are kind of wild. And I know for some people, like, this would be like a toned down eye, but for me, no thanks. I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching, and check for vlogs.